We have grown this account from $40,000 to $80,000 in just over a year right here on YouTube. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how we've accomplished that, as well as our plans for the upcoming week. But if you're new to the channel, my name is Isaiah, and this is an income-generating account where we sell cash-secured puts, covered calls, do credit spreads, and even collect dividends from both weekly and monthly payers. But if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and comment down below what stocks you purchased this week, because the market was a roller coaster. It went up, it went down, and if you're someone like me, you love when it goes down, because the value of your account doesn't really mean that much. The value comes when you can purchase assets consistently at lower prices than you currently own them at, and it allows you to dollar cost average into your position. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. The first thing I want to do is take a look on the side here at our options. I believe the best way to generate income is to sell cash secured puts and to sell covered calls. But before I explain what those are, remember, nothing I say in this video or any video should ever be taken as financial advice. With that being said, let's jump over. So when you sell a cash secured put, you are getting paid to agree to buy a stock for a predetermined price. So view that like you're going into the store and you want to buy a TV, and you're getting paid just to agree to buy it for a price lower than it's currently selling at. That's a pretty easy way to generate income. And then let's look at the other side of that, selling a covered call. When you sell a covered call, you're agreeing to sell a stock for a predetermined price. So let's view that as you bought something, you own it, and you want to sell it for more than you bought it for. So you sell a covered call and you get paid just to agree to sell it for that price. That's pretty awesome. And if it stays below that price, you don't have to sell it. It's a win-win. So easy ways to generate income. I think it has low barriers to entry. And if you like this concept, as well as many other trading ideas and strategies, make sure you join my Premium Generals group. I have a link in the description below, but later on in this video, I'm going to talk about that group, show everyone in the group, talk about our Discord, but we'll get there a little bit later. So now, in this account, you can see I am option heavy. Option heavy. I love options. Easiest way to generate income, but that's not what we're primarily going to focus on today. Today, I want to talk about the consistency of the shares I purchased, because options is how I generated probably 90% of this income to get this account to where it is. But now that the account has grown, I'm taking that income and putting it into dividend-paying funds, because I would like the ability to live out of this account on monthly paying dividend funds. For me, that means I need to generate about $2,800 a month in dividend payments for monthly payers. That would cover my mortgage, my student loans. Don't use them for anything, so waste of money, but nonetheless, still going to pay them. And miscellaneous expenses, food, family, things like that. So about $2,800 a month is what I need to live off of. And the first month, December of 2025, just a couple months ago, is the first month we had those payers in this account, and we generated $530. Fantastic start. The second month, January, last month, we generated $700. We increased by $170 in 1 month, primarily due to option income. We're taking income, putting it into other funds to generate more income. Income strengthens income like iron sharpens iron. And we are growing continuously. So we went from 530 in the first month, 700 in the month of January. This month in February, we are on track to make over $800 in monthly paying dividends. That means I am over 25% of the way to my goal. And I just started adding monthly paying funds in December. So that's fantastic. And a big reason we're going to hit that goal this month is because of this last week's pullbacks. So let's scroll down here Got to get through all these options. And let's talk about my monthly payers. So I have a few of them, but I want to focus on the ones I purchased heavy this week. And that's CLM right here and CRF. I want to get these each to 3,000 shares by the end of 2026, and I am skyrocketing right towards that goal. So with CRF, I'm up to 2,400 shares. I purchased hundreds of shares this last week, right around 300 shares almost. That's fantastic. I love being able to do that. CLM, I purchased around 200 shares this past week. I'm up to 1,940 shares. That's amazing. I love it. I love being able to make consistent purchases because I say this all the time on the channel and in the premium general group. Don't try to time the market. And I know thousands of people say it as well, but it is true. Consistency in the market will beat luck. Luck will win once in a while, but you usually lose more often, and it offsets those winnings. Just be consistent. Whether the stock is going up or down, let's make our purchases. And that's what we did here this week with CRF and CLM. We also did it with 2 monthly pairs that I don't own in any other portfolio other than this one. So this is the first portfolio I have added both T-SPY and TDAC. Originally, my goal with T-SPY was 100 shares. I got my first dividend payment from them in January, and it was $30, and I loved it. I'm like, let's add more. So we're up to 230 shares. My next goal is 300 shares. That's a lofty goal, but I think we can get there. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to make daily purchases. Sometimes it's half a share. Sometimes it's 1 share. Whatever it is, I'm going to be consistent with my purchases. Same with TDAC. I'm not trying to do daily shares with TDAC, maybe twice a week, 3 times a week, but I want to be consistent. So I'm going to make a purchase every single week. I want them to, just like PDI, which I got my 1,000 shares. This is my favorite monthly paying dividend fund of all time. I own this in multiple portfolios. I actually think I own it in 3 different portfolios. And people ask all the time, why? First, remember, don't ever take a position because I do. It works for me, doesn't mean it's going to work for you. That's the reality of any situation. But PDI, it doesn't matter if the market is booming or if the market is dropping. It stays in a range, and I love that. Consistency. This whole portfolio, my other 2 portfolios, are built on consistency. I am not interested as an income generator. I'm not really interested on a fund that'll skyrocket and shoot down. On the covered call and option side, those are nice to sell options on, and that's what we'll do. But physically owning them, I like flat funds because flat funds will be consistent in the down markets. The up markets, I'm making tons of money on options. I'll still make good money on down markets with options, but it's a little bit easier when everything just keeps going up. So now PDI, 1,000 shares. I want to add to that, but not for a while. I want to get this up to 2,000 shares, but again, not for a while. I'm guesstimating the account value is going to need to be around $150,000 in order for me to start adding to this position again, because I have so many other positions that I want to add. And they'll add a lot of value to the portfolio. I always layer out every account with plans. So we started our income with selling options, grew this account. We added some weekly paying dividend funds just to generate more consistent income along with it. And now that the account it's still a smaller account, but it's doing well enough that I can add these monthly payers. And I have no doubt in my mind, by the end of this year, we'll be over $100,000. I'm hoping to be over $120,000. That's the goal for this year. We'll see if it happens. But I know if we stick to our plan and we're consistent, we will win. And let's talk another one that I have for monthly pairs, because I have a couple, like I said. ORC. This is real estate, REITs. I don't own any rental properties. I own a house, but I don't own any rental properties. It's not something for me, but I want that exposure. So I invest in real estate funds. And the one I picked for this account is ORC. But I'm pretty strict with this one. My cost average is about 720. I'm good with that. I'm good with owning 500 shares around that price. I have 400 shares currently, but this just was up to 835. It's back down to 763. I'm not interested in buying it at this price. Now, right now, I will wait till it comes back down. And I think we all have funds in our account where ones that we'll buy no matter what, like for me, PDI, at any price. But we also have those funds where we like, but we don't like that much. It's kind of like the squat rack at the gym. Like, do I use it? No. Should I use it? Yeah, maybe. But do I know its value? Yes. It holds the weights that I want to curl when I get in there. Got to make those gains. But what I'm trying to say with that is find a stock that you like to own, one that you will purchase at any price, but then find those ones that, hey, I like this because it's something different, but I'm not buying above this price. And then that's what ORC is for me. 720, I'm good with. Comes back down to 720, goes below, I'll get the rest of the way that 500 shares. I will not get there if it stays above that price. That's okay. I have so many monthly paying funds, plus again, my premium general group, which I will talk about. We have a Discord. People are putting ideas in there, funds I've never heard of. I've been investing for around 18 years, and you don't know every fund. You really don't. I mean, you find out how very few you know. So it's fun to learn different positions from different people. So that's where I am with my monthly pairs. Actually, I'm sorry, I haven't got to talk about QILD. So that is another monthly pair I have. 100 shares. I'm not going to add any more. It's just one that I add to all my accounts. It's like a pillar. I'm not going to get very many. It's not one that I would go and put 1,000 shares into. But 100 shares, again, similar to PDI, we stay relatively flat, and we'll get that monthly paying dividend. We'll get like 18, 20 bucks a month. And that doesn't sound like that much, but when we're tied into all these other monthly payers, again, I am forecasting to make $800 this month in monthly payers. 2 months ago, December is the first month I added those in. So to go from 530 to 800 in 2 months is incredible. It's like I'm giving myself time back. So let's pretend you work a 40-hour-a-week job, and I don't work a 40-hour-a-week job, but if I did, let's pretend I made $20 an hour. Well, now I'm making $800 a month, which is $200 a week, which is roughly 10 hours if I'm making $20 an hour. So that means every week right now, if I'm making 800 bucks for the month, I'm saving 10 hours of work. That means I could go find a job that only requires me to work 30 hours a week, and I would get paid the same amount because of the dividends. And then let's continue to roll that snowball down the hill, use our muscles and push it up, use our consistency to push it down. And every month we add more. Let's say we get to $1,000 in a couple months. $1,000 for the month, that's $250 a week. That's like 15 hours or so, somewhere in there. So we're getting not quite 15, about 12 and a half. So 12 and a half hours. We're getting closer and closer to completely covering that 40-hour work week. And that is so exciting. And that's what we want to do here. We want to be able to replace our 9 to 5 with our monthly paying dividends. Now, in the month of December, this account generated $3,500 in income. The month of January, $3,200. We didn't sell as many options in January, and that's on me. We have a ton of cash, a ton of buying power over here, $160,000 that we could deploy. Obviously, that's margin. We could deploy if we wanted to, but I didn't. I'm not a very hands-on trader. I sell some options, spend 5 minutes on that. I find the stocks I want to own, I buy some shares, and I walk away. The most time I'm on this account is solely just for YouTube. So I'm not a hands-on trader. I don't think anybody should be. You shouldn't need to stare at the charts. You shouldn't need to spend all day trying to figure out what the next move is. The reality of the situation, find something you want to own, sell an option on it, sell a cash secured put on it, and if it comes below the price you want to buy it for, you get to buy it. And you got paid to do so. Win-win. And then you own it, collect dividends with it. Or if it's a growth fund, sell covered calls high out of the money. Whatever your strategy is, it can be very hands-off. You do not have to spend time on the screen. You don't have to, pass every day. I don't use any candlestick patterns. None at all. I don't try to time the market. I'm not that skilled. It's not going to happen for me. No desire to do so. I am fine with generating my consistent income. And going back to where I was, $3,200 in January, and I'll probably generate around $3,500 a month total this month. And that cash that we're generating is like a job paycheck for me. It's money that I'm reinvesting into the account, and I want to get it where if I could grow my monthly paying dividends by $100 a month, I don't think I can. That's not sustainable. But do it for a while, get it over $1,000 a month. I mean, just think of that. If you're making $20 an hour and you can pay yourself $2,800 a month, I mean, that's $700 a week. That is almost a 40-hour week at $20 an hour. So think about that perspective. You're not trying to get yourself money. You're trying to buy yourself time. How many of us have worked jobs where by the time you leave in the morning, let's say 7 a.m., and you get back home, the work requires an hour lunch break. You get back home, it's like 6 o'clock. You've lost 11 hours, and in the next couple hours that you're awake, you're expected to be able to exercise, spend time with your family. If you have any sort of desire to get the house clean, do laundry, how do you get that all in? So try to shift your mindset on going from trying to get rich quick to trying to buy time. Do it consistently, and you will win. And we can all win. There's no reason we can't. But I have one more thing, and then I'm going to jump to my Premium Generals group. Let me know what your thoughts are on this type of video. I've not really done one where I have the laptop set up and I'm screen recording my computer. I've not done that really before. So this is new to me. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment. If you like when I just do kind of my phone videos better, I'd love to hear your thoughts, your insights. Give me some tips on how I can make it sound better. I'm using OBS Studio, new to it, not used it before today. New laptop, it's shiny. So, trying new things, just exploring YouTube, because I would like to make this a passive income stream for me. And I think the way to get to that next step is probably adding the in-camera. I know this probably doesn't help me that much, unfortunately, but, just different things to try. So I'd love your feedback. And with that said, I'm going to close the video with my Premium Generals group. Like I said, the link is in the description, and I would love to have you. We would love to have you. It's $10, got a Discord, and let's jump over to it.
In the Premium Generals group, it's an exclusive group where I post private educational content such as how to sell cash secured puts, how to sell covered calls, how to do credit spreads, debit spreads, the strangle method, and also private portfolio updates. Any move I'm making, when I make it, I post it in our Discord. I have a Discord group exclusive for the Premium Generals. It's $10 for the month. Come check it out. There are over 100 videos in there. A lot of educational ones, a lot of portfolio updates, also access to the Discord, any moves I'm making, and open for discussion. You want to chat amongst other people that want to grow and succeed, we can all do it together. So come check us out. We'd love to have you. And with that being said, let's get back into the video.